Okay, I posted a video where I'm talking about cuts to Sharuum, and it led into Azami. So Azami Lady of Scrolls is a 2 triple blue 0/2 wizard. Tap and untap wizard to control, draw a card. Pretty neat, eh? So anyway, the reason it relates to Sharuum is I was looking for a counterspell for Sharuum. And in going through my binder, I happened to glance over this. I have it for the art. So I opened a box of MH2 and I kept all the foils I thought were pretty. I thought this is really pretty. I thought it's very interesting. It's Randy Gallegos. It's one of the very, very oldest magic artists. And I like how it's a throwback to the first years of magic as far as the art goes. And I'm thinking wizard cycling, because my eyes caught that. Wow. Because the card itself is crap. 3 blue sorcery, bounce 2 creatures to hands. Fuck that, this is crap. Wizard cycling though. Okay, I never really paid attention to that because I was just opening the box of MH2. Thought, it's pretty foil, put it in the foil pile, put it in the binder, done. But wizard cycling. That means I can have a second patron wizard effectively in Azami. Well, what do I take out? What do I take out to get a second patron wizard? Definitely not a land, definitely not a counterspell. Trickster. So let's go through and see if anything immediately jumps out at me. So liquid metal coating is here as a combo with, let me adjust my camera. I'm shooting on my desk today and I don't have a lot of space. So this is part of a combo with, I hate it when I can't remember the name of the damn card. But I probably shouldn't be surprised because there's so many damn cards. I know the picture, I know what it costs, I know what it does. It's a 1 in a blue 1/1 wizard that she says spend 1 in a blue, tap, snatch an artifact away from somebody for a turn, untap it, Mages of the Unseen. So this is kind of combo with Mages of the Unseen. So I can make a permanent to an artifact and snatch it for a turn. And there goes Azami. Let's put something in front so they don't fall over as readily. Alright, anyway, let's keep going. So I want to keep Mages of the Unseen because she's a lower casting cost wizard. She has an interesting fun effect. And I need some low CMC wizards to come out early and start drawing cards with Azami. Worldbreaker, there's a combo with her and Sea King's Blessing. See, I remember the card there. Sword of Temptation, Puppeteer. I'm not sure. So she can counter an activated ability. I'm not, maybe her. There he is, Patron Wizard. There's the guy that you need to worry about in this deck. 3 blue, 2/2, tap and untap wizard you control. Counter target spell unless you pay 1 more. Do you pay the 1? No, okay, spell's countered. The more wizards you have, the better he gets. Do I need capsize in here? I need him. I mean, right away there's Y. So if I play him turn 1, I'm golden. Because everything, all the lands I play after that will be islands. So I don't have to worry about, okay, this produces colorless, I don't have the blue, so I have to wait another turn, gets more blue, any crap like that. Do I need Oblivion Stone? I don't really have any board wipes in here except for Oblivion Stone, but I've got so many tricks, so many bounce effects, steal effects, I might not need a board wipe. Let's think about Oblivion Stone. Cage Sun, That's just good in here. Beguiler of Wills. Maybe her, because she's got a hoop I have to jump through. Of course, it's not hard with the drawing cards and playing wizards. Maybe Beguiler of Wills. This guy's good. He comes down early. He lets me. Sometimes it's 10. Sometimes I look at the top 10 cards in my library and I put them. Usually I only worry about the top 3. Because the next turn I can do it again and dig a little deeper. Self-lit Constable, he's just funny. I want to keep him. Willbender. I mean, they know it's going to be a wizard. If I'm playing this and I play him face down as a morph creature, they know it's some kind of wizard. They probably won't know what wizard he is because this is an old card and there's so many damn cards, it's impossible to remember them all. So people probably wouldn't expect it to be this exact effect. Reflections Lit Jara, Mana Drain, Sword of Feast and Famine, Vidillian Clique. Do I want to keep the clique? Usually when I play him, I have a hard time deciding who to target. Okay, I've got 3 opponents. Whose hand do I want to look at? Who do I think will have the most interesting thing that I want to put to the bottom of the library? Do I want to just do it to myself and get into the card? Options. Or maybe I should take this out. I have her in here, him in here, I can't tell in here. Because low casting cost, wizard, gives me no maximum hand size, which is good if I'm drawing a lot of cards. It has this random you win on it. Maybe I don't want that. Draw a card for each wizard you control, that's nice. Nyx Lotus, Master Waves. If I have the Masquid Nexus, then all the elementals are wizards. So, it gets even better. Sage of Fables, low casting cost, only 1 blue pip, better keep that. Vidalcan Mastermind, a lot of people would probably say I should cut him. They don't see the advantage in having the ability to randomly bounce a permanent, okay, it has to be something you control, back to your hand. It saves a lot of things. So for example, if I have opposition out and I'm tapping things down in order to attack and somebody's going to naturalize it, I can bounce it back to my hand. I can save it. Tap and tap. Target creature. Pretty Archmage. So it's looking so far like Beguiler of Wills or Oblivion Stone. Metamorph, Tidebinder. Tidebinder is a new addition. Desert Temple. That's good with Nycto, Shrine to Nyx. Harbinger of the Tides. He has got Flash. Lol Mage Mentor. Again with Masquid Nexus, he's really good. Everything's a merfolk. I can tap 7 whatever creature I have and counterspell. Kasmina gives my wizards and herself a bit of ward. Only for spells, not for abilities. Flying Glacier, Strange Innovator, Mystic Sanctuary, Evoke Prejudice, Riptide Laboratory. So I'm just kind of going through the cards I know I'm not going to cut. Time Spiral. If I cut that, it would be for another land. I would replace that with the land. This is good. Early wizard, random effect. That is quite often very useful. Omniscience. Maybe I don't need that. costs 10. But if I'm drawing a bunch of cards, it's kind of nice to play them for free. Cryptic Command, Venser, Shaper Savant, Mutafalt, Ruins. War Tax is really good in here. Because I don't want to attack early, and I don't want to block and have my wizards die. War Tax is fantastic because so let's say I've got Devotion to blue 4 and I've got Nykthos trying to X out. Okay, unite your combat phase. Alright, you have to pay 4 for every creature. Pick and choose wisely. And if you only attack with a couple, I can block okay. If you attack the whole team, yeah, no. I'm taxing you. Seeking's Blessing. There's the Nexus, Lightning Greaves. Do I need this? Do I need Right of Replication? What if I kept Right of Replication? What could I possibly, at sorcery speed, cast, copy 5 times would be any good? So Phyrexian Metamorph. That's 1 because we'll know it's not, because I would only copy whatever he is. I would not get 5 metamorphs. I would get 5 of whatever he is at the time, which might not be that interesting, especially if he's copying something legendary. This guy, if I copy him 5 times, bounce 5 tap things, that doesn't sound too great. If I get 5 of him, plus him, then I only need 1 more merfolk and there's 7. Okay, there's 1 legendary, doesn't matter. Okay, so I've got 5 instances of sacrifice to counter a spell or ability. Interesting, but probably not a good use of that. So far I've found 1 good candidate. I could copy Venser 5 times and bounce 5 things, but then the tokens are immediately sacrificed. So I would spend 9 mana to bounce 5 things, and if I'm bouncing 5 things, then probably things have gone really wrong with this deck. I'm not in a good position, and I'm going to get screwed anyway, and it's not going to help me. What if I had 6 archetype imaginations? What if I play him, and then I copy and put 5 tokens of him? Yeah, it's amusing, but it's not really a good use case. And this guy doesn't matter. Ooh. So there are 2 justifications for Right of Replication now. And he, oh my god. If I put 5 copies of Masterwaves into play, wow, that's a lot of elementals. So let's say my Devotion to blue is 6. So I'd have him, and I've got Devotion 6, and I copy him, I get 5 tokens, or 5 copies of him. I would get 30 elementals. But is that really worth a slot to do something like that? So if I copy her 5 times, but by the time I have 9 mana, usually I'm on a strong position anyway. So there are 3 good justifications now. Yeah, Lender Archmage. Of course, every time I sacrifice the token, it doesn't come back. Persist doesn't matter on the token. So I think that's 4. 5. 6. 7. And just having more wizards. If I have 5 token copies of him, then I have more wizards I can tap. So I think we're up to 7. Eight, because I can attack with them, and just if they get through, they do. If they don't, they don't. So that's 8. So there are 8 cards that justify right of replication. Is that sufficient? Is that a high enough number for the inclusion of the card? I think for right now, yes. Okay, so she can gain control of 1 creature. And the art is really cool. Or there's my 1 single board wipe. And to be fair, the only thing I would be doing with this is wizard cycling, going to find a wizard. That's the only reason I would have it. Board wipe or beguiler. But she can repeatedly, so she gains control of it, and I keep it, so she untaps and I can do it again. I'm gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna take a risk here and take out the Oblivion Stone in favor of wizard cycling. I don't know if you can see it well, but I love how the foil, the purple, is in the stone. It's a really beautiful card in foil. This is one of the reasons I love foil so much, is the flat version, the non-foil version. I just refer to it as flat because it doesn't pop visually as much. Is really unsatisfying compared to the foil. Some cards it doesn't matter, especially with the new bullshit layer of plastic, no real highlights, will just make the whole damn thing shiny. Foiling process that they do to cut costs. But this is back when they're doing it right. This is back when they were using foil to highlight certain artistic elements of the card. And the price history of this card is really interesting. So when I got it, I think it was about 10 euros. And then a few years went by and it shot up to about 80. It started getting close to 100. And then it fell. It fell like a rock, I think because of a reprint. And I haven't checked the price in a good long time, but I doubt it's recovered. I don't see... This is one of those cards that people used to play a lot. It used to be fairly well represented at commander tables. Perhaps in your play group it still is, but in mine, I'm the only one that ever plays this card. I don't think the other lads I play with even own any, because most of them have precons. And precons these days, oh my god, they're powerful. Wizards went from, yeah, we'll make the precon so players have to tune it if they want to be more powerful in order to give them space to explore, to, screw it, we'll give them a turnkey good deck so they can keep up with other people. I'm not sure which direction I like better. I'm not sure which is better for the health of the game. Which is better for teaching people how to play. They both have their pros and cons. But anyway, so I'll take out Oblivion Stone. I'll take the risk of not having any board wipes. I'll put in Step Through for the wizard cycling. And see how it works. Of course, keep in mind I'm doing this in a deck that I hardly ever take out, and even when I do take her with me, I don't play her that often, because although she's not my most powerful deck. She is one of my most consistent, oppressive, controlling decks. I mean, you saw what's in there. So unless we're playing at a high power level, she doesn't get played. And even if we're playing at a high power level, if I didn't bring her with me that week, because on the Thursday night pub games, I only take 3 commander decks with me. And if she's not one of them, and usually she isn't, because I know what's going to happen if I misread the table and they say, yeah, we want to play at a decent power level. Alright, here comes Azami. We said decent. We didn't say nutcase fucking psychotic power level. What are you doing? Alright, sorry. I'll just get Voya. Alright, let's get this posted and see what y'all think.